Well, my dearest creatives, the time has come. The economy has somehow gotten worse, yet the event continues to proceed annually. You know, I can still remember what book I was reading last year, primarily because I read it whenever I didn't feel like doing research into Nano. Yes. It was Grim Lovelies by Megan Shepard. Good read. I gave it 4 stars because it was boring from time to time, but I still recommend it. The second book sounded especially interesting, but I wasn't in the mood to read an entire series at the time. Not even a duology. Anyway, it's NaNoWriMo once again, and for those who have never heard of NaNoWriMo, it basically stands for National Novel Writing Month, and the goal of this month is to write half a novel or 50k words in a month, which basically averages 1,667 words a day on average. Doable? Well, not everyone would agree with you. You see, the reason why this is seen as a challenge is due to the fact that a lot of people have to find time to write throughout everything else they have going on in their life. Some even choose to lose sleep just so they can reach the word count goals. So please, keep this in mind when you go into this coming month. Don't push yourself, it's fine if you don't reach the 50k goal. A majority of people won't see you as any less. And I can assure you, the people who would judge you for not reaching the goal are horrible writers that probably can't even use a semicolon properly. I can assure you, I've never met a writer who put others down about not reaching the goal who were still good at writing. And to be honest with you, they're probably the type of person to brag about getting 1 hour's sleep or only having a piece of breakfast for the 14 hours they've been awake so far. So please, look after yourself. Prioritize yourself. Hell, even if you get 20k words, 10k words, or even 500 words written down, that's still more than others who choose to bash writing and play video games all day instead. That's still more than if you were to choose to not at least try, even a little bit, and make an attempt. Now, with all that out of the way, I'd like to get into some tips I have for this year's NaNoWriMo. 1. The months are getting colder, and it can be quite difficult to focus when you're struggling to stay warm. So please, wrap yourself up in a warm blanket with a nice cup of hot chocolate, or perhaps an oversized hoodie if you have one. And don't forget to toss on some cozy socks as well. Just try your best to stay warm and comfy. You'll be unable to focus and do your best work if you can only feel how cold you are, how your back hurts in that position, how your neck hurts, etc. 2. Don't edit whatsoever. During Nano, you only need to reach the 50k goal. The words don't have to be good, they just have to be written. You can go back to edit on December 1st, but for the time being, just focus on getting the words down. 3. Writing groups. There are plenty of writing groups out there on the NaNoWriMo site, and even on Discord that focus on this annual event. You can find groups that are in your area, join them, and they can help keep you reminded to continue writing. I run one myself, as I'm sure a lot of you have heard about at the end of every episode for years now, and it is called Creative Writing Club. There will be a link to it in the description of this episode along with future episodes, so don't hesitate to join. It's a small server, so there's no need to fear being judged. Seriously, the people already there are really nice, and just want to lift others up. 4. Writing sprints. I get questions about these pretty frequently whenever Nano comes around, which is fine. I once didn't know what they were either when I first started. Basically, a writing sprint is when you try to write as many comprehensible words as possible within a set time limit. Some sprints also have rest periods between sprints to give you the chance to go to the bathroom, get a snack, refill your water, tea, or coffee, etc. So I highly recommend you try them out. Granted, I understand that sprints are for everybody, but you might as well give it a shot. 5. And finally, don't push yourself. There's no need to feel as though you have to follow everyone else's expectations. You'll just end up burnt out, and being burnt out also means that you'll be unable to finish the challenge to begin with, along with finishing and continuing with anything else you might be working on. So please, take it easy and write because you enjoy it, not because you feel inclined to do so. Now with all that out of the way, will you guys be participating in NaNoWriMo this year? Feel free to let me know in the comments section of whatever platform you are listening on, or on the poll below for the Spotify listeners. And for the question for this episode, if you were to participate, what genre would you write in? Check out my novels on Amazon and Kobo, link in description. Check out Creative Writing Club Premium on Patreon, Spotify, link in description. Check out Quill and Scroll Stash in the description. Check out the Creative Writing Club Discord server in the description. Check out my personal Instagram at dark_night_wolves. And now, it shall be time for us to dive headfirst into November. Happy Halloween, everyone, and thank you all.